Hi folks, well, it's sort of a good news, bad news sort of week. The good news, I've got some work done on the Quail house. The bad news, my son fell off his skateboard and broke a bone in his hand. The other good news, my daughter, she runs in a race every year. It's the local race and she won. Again, 3 years in the run for her age group. Well done. But yeah, I had a few challenges with this frame, how I wanted to do it anyway. There's a couple of clips of how I'm going on, but I try and explain how I solve problems on it. Now I did sort of shoot through it. I'm trying to explain, but if there's any questions I didn't make clear, then let me know. Anyway, comments and questions are always welcome. Thank you for watching. It's nice to be nice. So I had a few challenges getting this frame up, which I knew I'd have, but I'll show you a couple of solutions that I come up with, because obviously basically it's flat but it's not level, it falls this way and this way. So what I ended up doing, went out with my tape measure and I put a long lap and put my level on that and took a level off, and I started at ace point. That were -4, that were -7.5, that's -7.5. So I could cut my corner post, but I couldn't stand them up and support them and do alt measurements, so I run off at level off at bottom and it worked out well. I'm very happy at how that worked out. I worked angle foot roof out, and basically that's just a scale drawing so that I could find this angle here, because what I had to do, or what I didn't have to, what I wanted to do was cut the posts in like this. Now we're going to do it by hand, but I ended up making a jig, so that I had screwed down, and I've worked that angle out because that's coming up plumb and that's got a fall on it from 2 meters to 1.8 meters. That, well, a 20 centimetre fall, because it's not 1.8 meters because the floor's not level. So that's what I meant about that. But this worked out well, and it's cut. I've cut all them. That's for middle set, which will go in here. But what I'm also thinking about now, I've got to put something across at about a metre height. I've got to get it all level. I'll show you how I'm going to do it. But I did think about dovetailing some roof latting. I did have a piece of roof lat somewhere. I'm going to dovetail it in like that. Now the only reason it's that because I'm going to do another jig for router, and but I'm not happy. It's only 12.7, and that's the biggest dovetail I've got. And what I would have done is it's there, cut that out and sunk it in like that. I did think about that, but that's be quite, even with jigs, it'd be quite time consuming. So what I'm going to do a jig and cut up posts and cut that in so that it's flush, it runs through, and I might just put a couple of pegs in rather than screws. Look quite cool. I mean, this wood's really rough, but hey, what can I say? I'm getting there. These I all pre-cut and are a bit worried that I might have not got the lengths right, but looking at the level, I'm alright there, across there, and they're two important ones, front and back. I've got to put another post up there. I just made this just to make life easier and quicker, basically, so I can mark me posts out. Obviously middle posts, left and right, and corners at corners, but made life so much easier just marking them all out at once. And I'm just waiting for the battery to charge up again. Just use that little Bosch, it's really good for that sort of stuff, because my main worry is corners breaking off. So, but yes, 3 in. I've got to put middle ones in, but I'm going to cut them out after, going off me line across the top there and here as well. I'm doing them flat and I'm going to cut them in, just come in a centimetre at this end, and whatever it comes down to at that end of its loop, I'll cut them in. I've just started cutting one out by hand, but I'm probably going to make a jig for router to do that. I've got 8 to cut, and when I've started I can finish off with router. I'll get these up and just squared up, because what I'll end up doing is I'll paint them where they are standing. I will take them off and paint bottoms, and I'll paint top before I put it on with stain. So I've only got like 2 screws holding that. Brackets are down first, but just 2 screws in each post so I can wiggle them and get them up to square. So these posts I want them to fit into roof beams. I've built a jig. It's messy because it started without this side and without that. It was just 2 slots to go left and right, but I was finding I was dipping in, so that just gave me a bit more support. If I'd have ever made many jigs for router, then I would have probably known that it needs supporting all the way around. That's what I would do if I did it again. I'm not doing it again. I'm cutting these. I want to get it done, but that's the result from it. I'm quite pleased it fit, so I've got to neaten them up with that, with a rate jig on the ones that I've already done on roof. I started cutting by hand, because at least I should get a more consistent and quicker. It is quicker. It's messy, but it's quicker. So that looks alright. Didn't go as deep as I did with template, but there's obviously no glue in that. That's just held in by fit. So we'll put a couple of screws in top, but that's just basically to hold the whole frame in place. It works well. I'm glad I did that. It's not bad for angle with pitch. Went for that. I could raise that. I could alter that, but I don't really need to. Point is, it's in and it's stable. I'll have to drill it from top, but I'll paint them before it's handy that it's in. I'll measure that and I can cut that post to length. Well, I got this far, and what I was saying about them cutting them lats in, that's a 1 metre line from there. That's my metre. So I want to get all framing so that I can. I'm just got to put a piece there at the back, and that one over at roof. But they need cutting, but roof's cut. But if I'm cutting these in, I can mark them all out, because if that's my metre, I'll go around from that at a level and I can take my measurements, because I've also got to cut these concrete boards because at level at floor. And what I'll do is I'll put a lat in here, and when I've wired it, that concrete board will be screwed to the top, gives it strength. Actually, doors go in here. I was going to put the door here, but I'm going to put it here. It's more sensible. And that lat will go all the way around at a metre, and one above that concrete board, and that'll should be good and strong. Because what I've got is this 30mm bird wire. I think that should be all right. As I say, it'll be fixed well. And yeah. I'm quite pleased how it's turned out so far. Had me thinking a bit. It obviously doesn't died of a broken hand or a fractured bone. At least it's not as bad as it could have been.